Hey, Via here. I bought me, looking for me, I had to look and search for myself to create a tier list. Well, not create a tier list. It's more like I was searching for like Super Saiyan transformations, but we start this up by ranking them instead of the Super Saiyan 4. No, the Super Saiyans or transformation as a whole for the entire Dragon Ball this series. So, I'm gonna explain why. The main reason why I'm doing this because of you ever get a point of view where you watch a guy, watch any people videos. I'm gonna explain, just say it. I was watching Swag Kage 6. They was trying to explain like Super Saiyan tier. Now I'm not coming at their necks and all that, but it was like I have like a disagreement or certain things they say about, Super Saiyan as a whole, or the story as a whole, what they mean towards these Super Saiyan. I highly doubt they ever come across this video or whatever, but I'm doing it because one, I could state my opinions, and one, I could do like my own truth of these forms. Like what we're gonna look at the story perspective. Sorry for studying, but without further ado, we shall begin. We just start with S. Well, we already know the ranking. Let's carry on. So, first thing first, if you can see the corner of the screen, I know my face blocking it, but Super Saiyan 4. I had no choice. I love Super Saiyan 4, belong to the S tier range. And I actually love this Super Saiyan 4 because the iconic moment when he turned into a golden Zaru and it transformed, it's like power. Majority of the Super Saiyan transformation is more like a power in need, or sometimes it just ass pull without the proper build up of these forms. But with this Super Saiyan 4, it's just iconic, majestic. This is what I feel like a perfect final evolution of the last Super Saiyan transformation. But I know that Dragon Ball Diamond, I didn't see it. I'm trying to like go up and down, but yeah, I'll see it. But they canonized it, but it did a little Kyoto did a little slight little changes, a little bit of Super Saiyan 4 because make Goku hands a little bigger and make him like monkey like. I give appreciating until that because you know stick to his monkey roots like Saiyan roots like Super Saiyan prize and all that. So I in their own nature. So I props to that. Now the iconic moment is Super Saiyan 1. Super Saiyan 1 belong to the S tier range. I could put it like, yeah. To me, I love Super Saiyan 4 more better than Super Saiyan 1, but I will give it props of the power when it need of, what he needed for the fight against Frieza. And it was like a perfect transformation. My God, I need to stop studying. But the power and mobility that he needed becomes like a golden light, like a golden warrior to bring justice upon, many people that cry for justice when Frieza did amount of crimes. And then all that, that was a straw broke the camel back when he killed Krillin. So we got this is Vegeta, but he's like Super Vegeta. This is where they were trying to perfect Super Saiyan 1 to upgrade to Super Saiyan 2, like grade systems as a whole. With Super Vegeta, to me, B, Trunks, it's like a downgrade. I saw it. It was supposed to be a slow version. It's not. It's like one of the versions are just terrible. It's like a terrible. So I I give it a B. It's like my nostalgia just a little bit. Nostalgia. Super Saiyan 2, S tier. Super Saiyan 3. Well, let me focus on one of them. Well, they were trying to master it, and when we got Super Saiyan 2, only Super Saiyan 2 was carried by Gohan because it was like majority is like iconic moment of Gohan. Yeah, sorry if I'm trying to like let me do this slowly. Okay, I can do that. There we go. Um, it was the majority of Gohan who, it's a worth the planet. Like most of these, in the story perspective, it's more the power is needed for needed and not wanted it. But Gohan managed to finesse and have more style when it comes to Super Saiyan 2 when he first transformed it. I know the power got in his hand, but he messed up. But in that fight between Cell and Gohan, I think it's more like it was not even a fight. Actually, Gohan would just literally just treat him like a child, pretty much. And then when Cell came back, I'm gonna like kind of debunk people when Cell came back when he got his perfect form and he was strong enough. Many people over exaggerate like Cell's a little bit stronger than Gohan, but he never was to begin with because Gohan was still holding back just a little bit, a little tad little bit. I know he destroyed his arm because of Cell almost killed his son, and then Vegeta. I understand that's his son. So Super Saiyan 3 S tier. Out of these four rows of these Super Saiyans, four through 1 through 4, they belong in S tier. Because these are like iconic moments of them. But Super Saiyan 3 when it first introduced, it was like it's more like a one shot, one kill. And it was Goku trained this form off screen. And then he could perfectly use it in long last because he was dead. But when he's in 11, he can't do it the much he can do with Super Saiyan 3. It's more like a writing perspective. Like this form is like it is powerful, but Goku can do not do certain things where he was like, an angel when he first whip it. Even though he first whip it or do it on the fat boo like the Majin Buu, he only it's cut his I, I'm not gonna say his short lifespans. I think it's more like he's on a timer, and the more he uses power, the more and more he wastes his days off of it, like decline his days off. So I love this moment when I first saw his little kid, that iconic screen, even though the voice had to pass what not the pass out. But other than that, there we have. I'm not gonna put it as a joke, but I was trying to move it. I give it an A for me at least. It goes to shows that okay, how I'm gonna look at it. I'm gonna look at battle strategy wise on these forms. The way I see this is like this. It's more like they need the full move to transform to order to like do catastrophic danger. It's like they berserk form, like a berserk rage form. Not literally necessarily, but y'all can understand it's like they trump card and when they sweep certain things like conquering planets, or there's like let me go big. Yeah, I'm gonna be merciful and don't show no mercy to my opponent, and that's about it. That's how Saiyan rolls back then because they was like sinning, killing people and all that. I know they was serving the Frieza for it, but it was more like government planets for Frieza. So the way I feel like with this form to me, I don't have much to say. It's that I was thinking in this video what I'm gonna say because I say this when the first movie I heard like Swag and Six doing their tier list, but after they did the reaction of NC Hammer, and I'm just wondering, not chiming in no in their throats. I was listening, try to pay attention, but it's more like you ever come across a video and you try to make sure you understand, and you say you have the fuck you talking about, and then you rewind and make sure. I think I hate when certain people have. I understand people have different opinions. Some be good, some be bad, but I feel like I think I hate miss people misconstrue these storylines as a whole, even though it's right in front of their face, and they misconstrued it, and then it just people. I like to say people gonna be people. Everybody have their own different tastes, their own opinions, and all that. But it feels like let's just stop and cut the bullshit and just like look at it in the story perspective. I know Dragon Ball is not very good at story, but it's more like meaning of personal growth and surpassing your limits. But Other than that, I just, you know, say what I had to say. Super Saiyan God. Oh, I'm gonna be for real with Super Saiyan God. I'd give it a B. And the reason why I put it down low, lucky I was thinking about putting it in C. And because with I'm gonna respect the artist's vision of Kira Toriyama. He just wanted a sleek design of Super Saiyan God that's plain on simple with God key, like aura around it. So I said I give him props to that. But also I think about Super Saiyan God. It's supposed to be extreme, unique, and different from all the transformations. I feel like it need to be majestic, like a god feeling. One of the producers, editor said Goku should have a cape. But I'm thinking about a god for it to be majestic. I thought about a cape, but no. I think it need to be plain or simple. Like Primal 2 is like monkey roots. Like man, Pokemon not I almost been about to say not Pokemon Daima, but Dragon Ball Daima when I saw it glimpse of Super Saiyan for it because the people was uploading Dragon Ball content of Daima, keeping things consistent, saw it. It was like Super Saiyan 4 almost close to like Super Saiyan God in their color palette, even though they canonize it. And I said, one dude said this should be like Super Saiyan God. Not necessarily. I feel like they work what they have, Kira Toriyama. In GT, I feel like certain things should be, unique from other different forms. Would make it special. But yeah, I put it down to C. Let me downgrade it to C. I give it props to Super Saiyan God when it first appeared with that Super Saiyan Battle of Gods, Dragon Ball Battle of Gods, because it really was a good movie. And it introduced Super Saiyan God and it introduced two best characters, Whis and Beerus. And this phase for Dragon Ball would be coming back for the past couple of decades. And I see Kira Toriyama was making good quality content. But the reason why I downgraded because Super Saiyan God was not even used much more than it should. Maybe in the manga just a little bit. I didn't read much of manga, but I saw interviews, people spoiling it. I didn't really don't care much about spoil. It felt like Super Saiyan God became a joke. It's supposed to be like a majestic form, like doing different unique ability. Majority of these transformations they just transform, and upgrade, increase their physical power ups and all that type of stuff, rather than give them a unique, techniques like be versatile with their abilities, rather than more than That's what I feel like in Dragon Ball. That goes with majority of these transformations. All they increases their strength, their speed, their endurance. Instead of just give them unique what this form could do, what this form can do, and what powers that this form have, rather than increasing myself stats and changing my hair color and all that type of stuff. But when we did got one of those episodes of Super Saiyan God with Dragon Ball Super, the anime, um, Goku managed to heal himself, but we never get that ability again. It feel like it became irrelevant. So I feel like this form, Super Saiyan God, was iconic for the moment, even though I wish, you know, it should be have a unique form in itself. Yeah, but that's how Kid I'm a comedy, and that's about it. I'm gonna respect his vision, but other than that, rest in peace, Kira Toriyama. You gave us the great thing you ever gave us. Now the Gold Ozaru form, this will help like transform into Super Saiyan 4. To me, it was like we didn't spend time. Okay, much as I say is like original Gold, the Zaru form was it was on the Berserk stage. Goku, when he first transformed, he looked at the planet Earth, looked like a moon. He transformed, but he had the master to order to evolve into Super Saiyan 4. like master and control it. It's like a pre-evolution stage where it need to go skyrocket in. Just help Goku in his footstool. It's literally like a footstool. Most of the I could say majority of these transformations are like footstools because some of them give you character motivation and it earned it and it belongs to the iconic up there. Some are just they cheap and they got earned without even hard work and all that type of stuff in the story perspective. I don't want to put it in B, but I give it props. I put it right next to Ozaru. It's more like a Berserk save, but I know it's supposed to be much stronger. The golden form supposed to be stronger than the previous form. But we didn't see how many catastrophes stayed and how much things was destroyed. They could if they can destroy the planet, but whatever. In the story perspective. Super Saiyan God Super Saiyan. For one, I don't know why people say it was a stupid name, but we keep it short as Super Saiyan Blue. I know it's a mouthful name, but it's not a stupid name. I never understood why people say Super Saiyan God Super Saiyan. It's a stupid name. It just literally it's a God form, but put added into a Super Saiyan on top of it. So some people just retarded. Like I could say stupid, but they don't give an explanation. I asked one of the Dragon Ball fans, "What do you think of Super Saiyan God Super Saiyan as a name?" He said, "It's okay, but I never find it as a stupid name." I think it's just the internet people, those who agree certain people' opinions, rather than coming their own point of view and all that, rather than listen to somebody else. It's like how you feel towards these forums and all that type of stuff. For me, it was mainly the forefront, a lot more with Super Saiyan Blue rather than Super Saiyan God. Because I think I'd say it was Super Saiyan God. I have a lot more to say between these forms because I feel like these forms of Super Saiyan Gods are just jokes. Like I'm trying to remember these iconic moments. I prefer Akira Toriyama original work of Dragon Ball or GT, even though GT was not that bad. At least when they have Super Saiyan, they impact you. With God, with Super Saiyan God and Super Saiyan Blue, not as much as a forefront, as a story as a whole. I put it in D. And and it's like I'm trying to elaborate a little bit more because it's it's I'm looking deep inside myself and trying to find it feel like they became a joke throughout the series and then not earning the power. We already know with Super Saiyan God, you have to get pure hearted Saiyan to trigger like a ritual. And then when you find out it doesn't even matter when you get it because it's more like it's kind of like a slap in your face. Like, what's the point of the proper build up? And then the next thing you know, it's knocking down a Pikachu and these characters just using these Super Saiyan. It's like Vegeta when he first saw his son transformed to Super Saiyan the very first time, Kid Trunks, and he said, "Why it look like it's like if reduce a Super Saiyan 4 reduce it, it's a plaything like a doll. Like it's like an insult. Like hello, like can we treat these forms as like you know real powerful forms rather than the every single character get slapped the fuck out of these forms? It feel like majority of the Super Saiyans with these great of the S tiers, they never get slapped and get disrespected. It never get disrespected. But these two mainly get disrespected. And like, hello. I'm sorry. It feels like I'm looking at this Dragon Ball Super as a whole as a story. It feels like most of the story. I'm beginning off topic. Most of the stories, it feel like is a joke. I understand Kira Toriyama try to do the best way you can in his own videos. You expect for the past couple of decades, you expect to have like original story. Like I understand spend time with your family members. I get that part. I know some people not some artists not very good to explain certain things in their story. Whatever it is, come to be, it come to be. I could just say it as that. But 10 years and you've been off a hiatus and all that type of stuff, you expect you should have like good story beats or right behind the scenes like you did with the Battle of Gods, which was an S tier movie and everybody loved it because it fits. But when we get to Super, it feels like the story had been deconstructed and most of these forms are like these characters are not really like characters. They just like it feels like they didn't work hard for these forms. I know we see it in anime where they did work hard, but they're not necessarily. This is like they reduced it to it's a toy thing. I think this is supposed to be Kaioken right here in this form, but I'm not gonna call it. Here's the thing with Kaioken, because I'm gonna get these Kaiokens of each of them. It's more like a boost form, increasing more stat, just like the other forms. But I could agree with six why Kaioken in here because Kaioken is not a transformation. It's more like enhancing your abilities, but it's a high risk, high reward. Use it, your body be damaged. It's like a double-edged sword technique. So I should add it as. Let me make this a below, no above, because I'm trying to put. Let me put this in none of the above transformation in A because it feels like it's not transformation. It's more like a stat boost, like a stat boost. Well, there's one more transformation. I'm trying to find it. Oh, here it is. Shit. Excuse me. That's what I feel like. It's just more like a stat boost of each of these forms. It just helped Goku. Well, you're caught in the pinch. It's like almost saying like Super Saiyan 3. But at least Super Saiyan 3 can last a little bit longer, just a little bit. But Kaioken, but I digress. We got the legendary Super Saiyan Broly. We all know we love Broly in the Super. Well, Z Broly was stupid because the story when Broly came and the fray was super. Well, we focus on Z Broly. To me, going back in the now, I could slap it in D tier, maybe. I don't want to disrespect Broly. Don't get me wrong. We know we love Broly because his personality shined the most rather than his transformation. Well, you could say his transformation too as well because it's more like his personality was shining. He was more sadistic in nature. It brought out that richness out of his character. So but we focus on the transformation, how it impact the story, and all that type of stuff. But to me, it's like D tier. I would put it up at C, but it feels like D tier at best. That's how I'm feeling. I wish I could elaborate more with the Super Saiyan God and certain things on these forms. Sorry, this tier list is not perfect. Forgive me for stuttering. It feels like I was thinking in my head when I moment I start this video. I say a lot of things actually though. And I say it might be a long video because of most majority, and I had to like disagree of certain things or people in their own opinion because they forgot the majority of what the story supposed to convey and tell. But we're going on False Super Saiyan. False Super Saiyan belong to A tier. I gotta say this. I'm not trying to put it down low here because Swag is six. They just didn't rate them, but they did not elaborate why False Super Saiyan was belong down below in the tier list, or they didn't rate them. I didn't finish the video. I watched the archive section, one of the YouTube archives. Um, NC Hammer React, and I don't want to upload on his YouTube. Somebody else had to do it. I saw it myself. It felt like they were kind of was bullying him and all that type of stuff, and their opinion and all that. It's like high school or whatever. I tried to avoid it, but the main reason why I did this because I think I hate when people misconstrue anime and misconstrue, yeah, y'all get where I'm coming from. Let's focus on. I know I'm off topic, but I'm expressing how I feel. I might just say it right about now because I may not explain it now as much as it should. But it is my video. I can say what I have to say. So, false Super Saiyan. I'm thinking about putting it in B tier. Let me just leave it right there. Here's the thing about false Super Saiyan. It's more like during the time with Kirito Armor, he was trying to like upgrade Goku to enhance his abilities to order to pass his limit. It's supposed to be a build up to Super Saiyan. The reason why it's false because this is like a false Super Saiyan design because he was focused on the concept art. He wanted to make Goku hair black but spiky, but until he changed it to yellow and changed his eyes, and that's about it. It was like it showed in the movie when Piccolo father have his brother and all that type of stuff. And I'm trying to remember in the filler one when he used the false Super Saiyan on the Ginga Force, and he beat them. So it was like we are getting the taste of it because Kirito was still developing how he would goes when it comes to Super Saiyan in his design. So those filler episodes was there because he didn't write it down yet until he finally pop it up. So I could say for this translation, it's supposed to be a build up, just like when we have Gozaru form to get to Super Saiyan, and the false Super Saiyan supposed to be the legendary Super Saiyan for the first one. And it's kind of funny. Only out of the two forms, it's more like a pre-evolution state, and that's Super Saiyan 1 and Super Saiyan 4. And that's I never expect, but you okay. Never mind. Let me just kind of like scratch it because I could say Super Saiyan 2 because you got Super Vegito and then Trunks too, but they like pre-evolution, close to trying to perfect Super Saiyan 2 to master Super Saiyan 1 to order to upgrade to Super Saiyan 2 because it's supposed to be a different grade system. But until they had to say this is Super Saiyan 2 rather than call it something else. But y'all understand where I'm coming from. So, yeah, I leave it an A. I was finna about to put it down low. B. B? B? Maybe? Mm. Let me just, I put it back. Yeah, fuck that. Because I don't want to be in this for too long because it feels like I might just put in middle. At least Super Vegito, when he was torturing Cell, the semi-perfect Cell, at least it was entertaining and he felt like he did somewhat master the form just a little bit, almost close to Super Saiyan 2, and he believed he almost defeat Goku. So, whatever. But yeah, we'll just leave it right there for now. But now we moving on to mm, we got two forms with sorry, I just froze a minute. That's kind of sad. But we on to the Ultra Instinct, two of them, but we're gonna focus on one at a time. For me, let me just give me a minute. Give me a minute. Um, how can I feel with Ultra Instinct? Because when we ditch, it's like when we got to Ultra Instinct, we ditch God and Blue forms. We're just up to a new form of Ultra Instinct, and it doesn't even matter for those forms. I know later on in Dragon Ball Super manga, we did get them just a little bit, but it's more like there was upgrade. I feel like they were abandoning their Saiyan roots because of I know it's supposed to surpass your limits and all that. Ultra Instinct supposed to be like clear your mind and then let your body flow like your natural talent. You're naturally gifted in fighting. You're naturally good gifted with whatever talent you in, you're just good at it. Like let it flow. You know what I'm saying? Don't think about it. Just let it flow. I used to draw something random too as well. I didn't think about it. I just draw. And then it come out, different. You know what I'm saying? But it's more like I put it in D tier. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna treat it as a joke for this one first because I'm gonna be off topic just a little bit, but I'm gonna get to the point right about now. It feel like Goku did not earn this because it just gave it to him. It's like here you go, rather than say what is this feeling? In the manga, it explained how Master Roshi he didn't use Ultra Instinct, but he used his body to move. Like I call it. Let's just say in Demon World, you see in Transparent World, your body just moves naturally, just talented. Let your body flow. Because in the manga, he said this, do like, what's best for you. You hear me? Don't do it like me, do it like you because everybody have unique gifts. So that was like a proper expedition of, getting to Ultra Instinct in the manga just a little bit. But I know in the anime, we did explain Ultra Instinct just a little bit, but not too much to a certain state. It's like little breadcrumbs. Instead of just like majority of the build of the pre-evolution of Goizaru form, Fall Super Saiyan. The other grade system of Super Saiyan, but they was trying to master Super Saiyan 2. Ultra Instinct, this is supposed to be a pre-evolution to the more evolved form of Master Ultra Instinct. But in that fight, he was in his force on them. The moment he threw that spirit bomb at Jiren, Jiren just puts that shit back, like get this shit out of my face. And then he fought into it. Almost been about to get disqualified, and then he came back. And I was standing there looking like, what? If it was like a spirit bomb, maybe it fused with him and give him a new transformation that he never had. But that doesn't work because last time I checked, what they did in Dragon Ball Super movie when he absorbed the spirit ball with Super Saiyan 1 with on one of the androids, and it just boosts him up. But this one, it feels like I'm trying to think it and elaborate in the story perspective of when we had that tournament of power, the gods was being petty. The two little imps being petty as fuck because they got too much. I understand what they tried to say because most of the universes they used to be 18 until six of them got destroyed because none of them was doing their job. We don't know the explanation. I don't know the explanation, but we said there used to be 18 universes until the six got wiped out. But it probably a lack of population or something like that. But it's like the exact same similarity, almost the exact same similarity. We all know. Two imps was playing saying, we had too much of this planet. I don't know what to do. They just got bored of it. It's like these gods just got bored of it and just want to ruin everybody's lives because of lack of population, because most of the gods are destructive. I understand that them doing their job, but it feels like they're just playing with their toys and destroying them, like disposing them. And then we got what we got until Bear said, "Hey, yo, don't go over there to the Omni King and start some foolishness." All Goku really wants to try to fight different opponents in different universes. So it's like spoilers, but Goku did not know what really gonna happen going on, and everybody got pissed off at him because of what he did. Even though there was the imps was been about to destroy the shit anyway, though. Shit, if it wasn't for Goku, you should have somewhat thanked Goku because y'all get the chance to have oxygen for a good minute before they pull the plug on your asses. But it's like off topic. I'm expressing how I'm feeling because I'm saying like this. It was like excuse for Goku. Jiren is like a footstool to order to like give him the Ultra Instinct. That's all I tried to say. That's all I say. Same thing goes with Vegeta when he had Evolution Blue. That was it. The, that was it. I feel like Ultra Instinct. I feel like somebody tried to put it in the tier list to put it above Super Saiyan 4, even though Super Saiyan 4 is more have more meaning. It feels like I said this last time. Out of these four, they make a use of it. The top ones I explained. Out of these forms, they will use the most because they may have impact in me. Ultra Instinct, not so much for me. Okay, maybe a little bit Ultra Instinct for me, just a tad, little bit because it's supposed to symbolize, your pure raw talent and your clear mind. Let your talent fruition and let your body flow. You know what I'm saying? But it feels like they give you the power. It's like this is like a bitch made form. Like how come you get a form? Okay, what really knocked him down Pixel in the manga? I might read it myself. Forgive me if I'm correct me if I'm wrong. Um, we said in this way Ultra Inc. supposed to be, I'm trying to remember currently. It's supposed to be you're not supposed to be thinking. Use your mind. Let your body do what it gotta do. Until somebody saying in one of these, it kind of retcon on your instinct because of you need to find your own style and all that type of stuff. Then what the fuck is form supposed to be for? How come you get a good proper exposition of, this what it's supposed to do? Then rectify that shit because it's not supposed to be like that. You both supposed to find your own way to achieve how to master Ultra Instinct and all that type of stuff. Even though Goku somehow pulled that shit and just have Ultra Instinct while doing a proper build up instead of like let his body flow and be natural to it. Don't worry about, Super Saiyan forms and all that type of stuff, like your God Key and all that. It felt like Super Saiyan Gods, these forms doesn't even matter. Super Saiyans, Dragon Ball Super. It became Ultra Instinct, became the main forefront. I'm sorry if I'm all over the place, but I hope you guys come and understand. But it feels like I want to be mean towards the story and then have a proper exposition. The way I see it is like they didn't work hard for this shit. They didn't. I know the power was supposed to come where they needed it. Sometimes through character development. Sometimes they train really, really hard to order cheat the form, or like, and they're naturally good at it. They can harness it because in real life you got some people that just good like that. But this time it's like we didn't get no proper build up, no nothing. It just like here you go. It just like Goku used Jerry as a footstool, and I think I'm sick and tired. People think Jerry is a villain, but Jerry never was a villain. All they have to do is try to survive. It's like last man standing. It literally like last man standing win. Goku said, "Oh, thank you very much. You became my footstool. Thank you." Instead of just immediately just getting rid of that Goku out of the ring before he triggered that Ultra Instinct. Same thing goes with Kefla too as well. It was like first Beta type with Jerry in that fight when Ultra side. Then with Kefla, he fully caught it. Then try to do it again with Jerry. Then he finally get Ultra Instinct. I'm not trying to knock down the iconic moment of Ultra Instinct. There were some good moments, but the way even if I turn my brain off for a second, it's not a, I can understand it's not a bad form. It's just that, like I said, knock down Pegasus 2 because of the meaning of the story and how the proper build up. Like they did explain it, but they didn't did it the best way they can. Master Ultra Instinct to me, I don't want to rectify and be a hypocrite and all that, but at least I'm gonna say myself. I'm going out of field. I put it at C tier. At least one thing in that tournament, Goku, it was a proper fight. Then he lose it because he didn't win it because Android 17 and Frieza had a choice but to jump in and all that. Had to say Goku and last. Now we're moving on Super Saiyan Rose with Goku Black. What's his name? Zemas? Not Zemasu. Whatever. We just call him Goku Black. Goku Black, with Rose. You know what? It's kind of funny though. I understand what they're trying to do a doppelganger in this one. I remember people was talking about, oh, they was interested, and then next thing you know, they got disappointed because of the story, because it's not the story that what they wanted it, and they have time travel and all that. And it feels like to me, the majority of the God Destruction got killed. That on Supreme Kai right there. The way I say it, it was like he just killed him because he don't want to have no trouble. I had to get that part, but it's more like that's like a bitch move. It's like that's like a pussy move. You're just a pussy. I'm surprised none of the. I understand that angels have that morality. They can't interfere, but they should interfere. To be honest, because of the life force, it should protect. And because it's like proper with the Supreme Kai and the rest of the others. It's kind of funny though, for a story perspective. If they explain like he did defeat the angels, and then I know he can't defeat the god of destruction because the god of destruction will literally just mop the floor with their asses. But they had no choice but to kill the Kai, Supreme Kais, in order to get rid of the god of destruction. So it was like a pussy. That was a pussy move or a bitch move, to be honest. I understand he tried to extinguish all the multiverse because mortals are foul, disgusted. They don't want to improve themselves. They became so dangerous. He didn't look at it in the way in his own lens of the villain. I know it's supposed to be like a tier list for transformation. I get that. I get it. But I know I made an anime tier list, but of me explaining Dragon Ball Super, not in the way I explain it right now, but what I think of Super Saiyan Rose is just like God form. Maybe I'm going out. Let me go how I feel. Because that's how I feel. Put it D tier. Because to me, it's like, that arc was kind of was a joke to me. I think I miss when Dragon Ball used to have meaningful stories of the previous, including GT when they have Omega Shenron and Baby. At least one thing about them, they was not bad, and it's not bad. GT never was that bad. People had some stupid opinions. Uh, it's like I'm gonna say what Danny Mata said. It felt like Dragon Ball Super was kind of rehashing the things they did with Dragon Ball like GT and Dragon Ball Z. Majority of the arcs. I know they did something unique and new with Goku Black and Morphs. You know, certain things. I'm sorry going off topic, but I'm expressing how I feel. I'm trying to look at this transformation, but I don't have nothing much to say with Super Saiyan Rose. It's just like just mix with Black Key energy and put it in Super Saiyan God, and they call it for that, and that's about it. That's all. That's all. And then he got some unique arsenals. At least one thing. At least he got some unique arsenal of like he abused the Super Saiyan power. Oh yeah, yeah. I put him up a little bit higher because of versatility, and the reason why I said that because out of the other Super Saiyan transformations, he was versatile because of his own abilities. And I know he ass pulled them, even though it doesn't make no damn sense when he make clones and pocket dimensions and all that type of stuff. But at least one thing, at least he was versatile with it. Shit, I give him a little plus, little bonus up, maybe a little higher. But other than that, whatever, higher, whatever. Okay, let's see. Beep 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 beep. Beep. We got hmm, Vegeta Evolution Blue. It became a power that he needed because his mentor had passed away. Waste from existence. Well, they have the Super Dragon Ball. Everybody came back to life anyway, though. So what's the point of that shit? In determining power, whatever. Um, I would fine to put him in a joke, but I'm not gonna. People could come at my neck because of. It's just more. I'm increasing my stats again. I'm trying to think this transformation even further where it impact the story of Super because the reason why he achieved it because Print is gone. He made a promise, the wish him to come back and all that type of stuff. Like his apprentice. It's kind of funny. It would be nice if we get Vegeta teach him in one of the episodes, or maybe train what. You know what? I wish they could do that. It felt like with Dragon Ball characters when we introduced them and all that type of stuff, we never spend more time with them in their own universe and how it look different and all that. Instead of just like they can help each other out. They have more allies, but they never use them. I understand sometimes you gotta battle your own battles to do certain things, but it's like they have help if we really think about it. Somewhat help, yeah. But oh well. So let me just get on this transformation. I'm trying to think really hard as I can because it feels like this transformation to me, it's more like he became shinier. He became a shiny Pokemon. That's what it felt like. He became a shiny. Let me just put it right there. He became this shinier. Okay, Ultimate Gohan. When in Boo Saga. To be honest, he was styling on Boo, and then he fumbled the ball because he made them Zord with Gotenks and Piccolo. When he first got this let's just focus on the transformation as a whole. Um, as a kid, I didn't thought it too much. It just that Gohan just like in his base form, but he just ultimate. This is like a unique trait of his own. At least one thing, it specifically belonged to him rather than his heritage. This is like his potential is unlocked. So, you know what? I give a little pops for this one. Ultimate Gohan or Majestic Gohan, we call it prefer. I put it in between. Let's see. Yeah, I put it in B because still have that little nostalgic moment in the Boo saga and how he mopped the floor. But vastly, it did not last that long. It's kind of funny. I'm feeling about to say it when with Gohan. With Gohan. Yeah, I'm gonna say it in a minute. So nostalgia. That's about it. Um, this is like a. I had no choice, but this is like a joke, like a cosplay of Super Saiyan 2 again with Cell all over again. As much as I enjoy his eye, not try to be. As much as I enjoy this concept a little bit though, but it's like a cheap way instead of just hard working. Instead of like when they have the hyperbolic time chamber, or if he needed it the most, when he had the Buu Saga and the Supreme Kai help him unlock his great potential, like through chaining methods. But this one is just like, I need this now. You could say, I did say Gohan was in hyperbolic time chamber, but he had that potential, but Goku saw it in him. But it's like a knockoff joke. I feel like this is like the form of just joke. It's just there to help Dragon Ball, to please the Dragon Ball fan. Of I'm gonna be honest. Let's be truthful. This has had to be a Goku show. A Goku always saves the day. Many people want Vegeta to get his payback. He did kind of got his payback with Frieza, but he never fully fruition because Frieza was a bitch and blowed the planet up because he don't want to take the L with the Vegeta, even though Vegeta deserved that shit. But Goku had no choice but to steal the show. And much as these characters, we want to see these characters outshine Goku, like the main character in their story, we never gonna get it because Goku is more likable. Akira Toriyama, it feels like this is Goku's story. Like he's the only one, like Jesus. But the reason why we got these forms is to please fans of Gohan Ultra Beast form because they want Gohan to shine. And this is like a retold version of Cell. Like I said, what Danny Mon said, it's just like Dragon Ball Z, but retold in a different way, but less compassionate, less storytelling into it, less meaningful. This transformation became a joke to me. I'm somewhat like the form just a little bit, but I didn't have no emotional impact. It's just a retrain rather than, yeah, I call it a joke. I'm sorry. As much as I like it, the form a little bit, but much as I be honest, the character only shine the most and then they get snuffed out. When we have Ultimate Gohan, he should have killed Majin Buu right there and then stop playing his food. He should have learned for the very first moment in his arc, but it's in right perspective. The moment he get that power, he's gone. Like really, really gone. And in the Super, he never was gone. He did finish it, his job, but he learned his lesson. But it's like this. Much you want to see these characters shine the most, like Gohan, Vegeta, Piccolo, and all them, they're never gonna get the chance to slide to like have their own rivalry against villains, make an iconic moment. They shine. This is like the best moment, but you're never gonna get them. Many people make fan maze, but it's not the exact same thing. Impact of the real creator of the show. So some people need a term, and accept reality is this that we're not gonna see these characters shine after Kirito passed away. After the story was ended and the conclusion, we got the fight that we wanted with Goku and Gohan with Beast form. That was it. I don't know if Kirito had more ideas, but sometimes he did left Pokemon. Not I don't know why I keep on saying Pokemon Daima as a whole. Let's just call it Daima. Dragon Ball Daima. He left some ideas and he did what he had to do. But we all know anything about Super as a whole in concept. Sometimes people could change people visions to turn it rather than not respect it. It's just what happened to like Ruby, RWBY Black, Red, White, Black, and Yellow with Shane Yuval letter supposed to say he left Monty Ohm left so many ideas to how the story could tell. It's the same that goes with Dragon Ball. We don't know. We don't know. That's what I said. Kid Toyama died with along with Dragon Ball. So the series dead. I don't care what many people say, but when the artist died, it died along with it. The story already finished. Well, Dragon Ball been finished after, when they did the ending of Dragon Ball GT and the rest of the others. But it been gone, huh? Sorry, I'm not trying to be sentimental. I know it's supposed to be a transformation, like positive, but I'm just saying the truth. Like, let's be honest. And much of these characters, we love them so much, we didn't get the chance to moment shot. We got them glimpse mode like Gohan with Cell. That was the best iconic. We got Frieza with Vegeta in the movie. We got a little bit until Frieza became a little bitch anyway though. Um yeah, became a bitch and blowed the planet up. Piccolo did have his moments. I'm not gonna lie, he did. But mainly in that Frieza Cell with Super, you know what it is. You know the moments are. I don't want to drag this as much as it should. But we almost done with this tail list. I could say, let me finish what I had to say. Vegeta versus Semi Perfect Cell, even though Vegeta fucked that over. But that was his character flaw right there. He just wanted to prove that he's stronger than Goku and his ego got the best of him. Same thing goes with Gohan when he faces Majin Buu, Super Buu. and then Cell. But to be honest, though, Gohan still got it when he was Super Saiyan 2, even though he was way stronger than Cell. But he was torturing Cell. Mm, I'm trying to remember iconic moments like most of these characters did. I know it's off topic, but I'm just trying to have something to say the best way I can. I know it's not scripted, but it's more like that's why I say I think what I said gonna head in this video when I'm gonna say it and then edit it and all that type of stuff. Hmm. So we just continue on with Baby. Baby, we start off with when he merged with Vegeta, like this first form right here in this corner. This is like the first Super Saiyan. With Baby, he was trying to master it, abuse it. It's kind of funny. What's with these people? What's with these people? Like, the one is a precard snatched Goku body because of Saiyans are more like, it's kind of funny. Everybody want that Saiyan blood, but really though, the only powerful race is only Frieza race, but that's only rare because of their population and all that type of stuff. Because Frieza was a prodigy. I'm surprised they didn't snag Frieza body anyway, though. It's like they just want to body snatch these motherfuckers because the Saiyans are like they so special. Well, it's how Kirito write the story, and all the aliens and the races are like dead weight. It's out of Saiyans, Frieza race, and Piccolo, and then call it for a day. Those are only the strongest races. So with Baby Form, not too much. I give it like a C. I'm not gonna lightning round. This one, I actually quite like this one. Um, A, maybe B, 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 B. Yeah, B. Then A. They didn't add like his Gozar form with it too as well. This is supposed to be B. I believe I take the A because it feels like I like this more better than that. He got this little mohawk a little bit. Yeah, I just leave it right there. This is gonna be a little higher. And I should add that monkey too as well, because that's its transformation too as well. I'm surprised he didn't transform to Super Saiyan 4. Oh baby, that would be terrifying. Goku said, oh, more weight to me. I really don't care about it's just a female version of Broly who gets a fuck. Try to be it's like a tokenized character. Super Saiyan Broly, Super Saiyan. This is when he fully transformation, but he lost control of it. I put it A because I do love Broly in that movie, Super. And Trunks when he goes to Super Saiyan Rage, it was okay at first until Za Black Goku had to slap the shit out of him, like put him in the chair. Because it's like it became worthless. This became a joke. It was okay at first, and then Goku Black and the other dude of himself literally just bitch slapped the shit out of him. Like all that screaming and yelling for attention, Chad show. The fuck? You think I'm supposed to be afraid of you? Like he had the fun and he almost got him, and then you next thing you know you got slapped. Super Saiyan, okay, I maybe put it a little bit. I'm about to put it as a joke because well, Trunks even he don't get even a W when it comes to these villains. Normally he get help like Future Trunks a lot more because when the last time he have a W? I know he be serious. He beat the first transformation of the cell because no, we ain't having that. Well, he did have a good moment with Frieza, but that he was weak to be honest. And Trunks just tried to save Goku and their friends at their timeline until multiverse theory, the timeline changed, and then fix his own main future. create an alternate future. It's somewhat like the form, but it just got bitch slapped because of Goku Black. Trunks should have got his A game on the moment he should transform with this form. But I digress. Ultra Ego. Okay, I don't know why people like this form. When Vegeta got Ultra Ego, it's supposed to be the structure path. He gotta do his destruction path. The more he gets his ass beat, the more he gets stronger, and he only could take so much. I could say this. He supposed to be if his form supposed to be like a tank, then I can understand. But it's somewhat like a glass cannon to me. It feels like he get his ass beat in this form. Like he had to take hits. He had to, rather than Ultra Instinct is just dodging and finessing like a ballerina, like just dancing around your opponent. And then you strike attack. It's more like I take hits and I dish it right back. But he gotta enjoy the pain. It's more like he enjoying it, but he only could take it so much. It's like, hey yo, wrap this up. Like Super Saiyan 3 or one of the forms I said. I'm trying to think which form. Yeah, not Kaioken, but it's like a boost up. But you need to finish it off. But to me, with Ultra Ego, it's like it's supposed to be that he's supposed to be like he's older path, like in the story perspective. I get that in the story perspective, he can't match Ultra Ego. He need to find his own way. Beerus taught him this form. And this is the form it perfectly fit for him. Don't get me wrong as a character because it's same pride and his ego. But it goes to show how fragile his ego is when you knock him down a peg or two. It's just literally a bitch form. Like a bitch made form. I'm not trying to disrespect these forms. It's just like I'm looking at the transformation, how it impact the story, what it is. You know what I'm saying? Until he got one shot. Instead they goes with Goku when Frieza became Frieza Black and he was trained for like the Hyperbolic Time Chamber for like literally like 10 years and mastered the form. And I don't think we're not gonna get that fight between Frieza and the other Saiyans and all that type of stuff. This is okay. Now I remember during the time when Broly. This is when Broly become Berserk, but he maintained his Ozaru form in his human form. So um, I think I might just give it a C tier. Well, he do have control of it, but not in a way of legendary Super Saiyan status like he went Berserk mode with that. Mm, I put it B. I wish I could certain things. I wish I could explain, elaborate with certain these forms, but yeah, we got it down pat of this tier list. Sorry for being off topic, but certain things I had to just be off topic to explain the story just a little bit. You guys know the Dragon Ball story and all that type of stuff, but it's more like I want to clarify because most people don't clarify of not using their head but looking at the story as a whole because sometimes people see differently but some people take the story out of context even though it's not the way it's not supposed to be told in that way it's supposed to be told in this way, start trying to mislead and saying things. But the way I look at these transformations, some okay, some are just you got some iconic moments. The main four powerful iconic saying in the S tier. But other than that, I hope you guys really do enjoy the video. As far as giving me for story and all that, this is like a ranking as a whole. But anyway, I hope you guys really do enjoy it. Leave a like and subscribe for more random stuff like this. Until further notice, y'all stay blessed. Until I say, bye, yo.